Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
This question is about a 15 marks. It was asked in 2019. This is a simple question, but it is more of giving a data. When it comes to see this question, it may be look like a more easy question. It is argued that the strategy of inclusive growth is intended to meet the objectives of the inclusiveness and sustainability together. Command. So, which means you can say that yes or no. It's up to you. But you can't claim it is in the no manner, because inclusive growth is intended to meet the objective of the inclusiveness and sustainability together. This is a true one. So you have to go with the answer flow like yes. Okay. So for example, first thing that you have to know what is this question is actually trying to say. Which means inclusiveness is not only about the inclusive society, but also the society should be in a sustainable manner. Which means consider that in this generation you are creating the inclusivity, like the person who are from the lower caste, so-called lower caste, or the person who are disabled, women, everyone are treated in the same manner. Everyone have the ability to access anything. So there is a equality. You are creating an equal society and the equity society. That is the good thing. But at the same time, you have to leave certain things for the future generation. So inclusiveness is not only about the inclusiveness, but also there should be certain sustainability is needed, because if there is no sustainability means then the future generation the future generation is going to affect by this. But at the same time, not everyone is going to affect by that thing. The person who are rich, he can use any resources in the future generation. The person who are dominant in the position, he can use any resources. So which means in the future generation there won't be any inclusiveness. So it is better to have an inclusive society, but at the same time it needs certain sustainability. Without the sustainability, the future generation inclusivity is not going to happen. That is the thing this question is trying to convey. So in the intro itself you have to convey this thing. So inclusiveness is not only about this present generation, but it is also about the future generation. So for that future generation means, if you want to create an inclusive society in the future generation, we need certain sustainability. This is the way you have to give the intro. It is not a definition about inclusive growth. It is not a definition about a sustainable growth. It is a relationship between both the things. So in the intro itself, you have to convey that you understood this question. I know what this question is actually meaning. Okay. So that thing is, first of all, you have to convey it. And then you have to start to address this question. So, which means to create an inclusive society and to sustainable society means what are the things you need to do. So to reduce the poverty, you have to reduce the gender inequality. You have to overcome the vulnerabilities, people who are affected, if there is any issue means that certain population is going to first affecting. Okay, so that are the vulnerable peoples. How you are going to address that thing, and also you have to overcome certain economic shocks and the environmental shocks. So if you are going to do all these things, then there won't be any issue of the sustainable growth or else the inclusive growth. So if you are going to address the issue of inequality in the society means, at the same time you have to consider the issue of this sustainability. You have to consider both the picture and you have to make certain schemes or else any policies. So for that, what are the government measures the government is actually taking? For example, Jan Dhan Yojana, for creating the financial inclusion, and when it comes to MG Narega, skill development, startup India, stand up India, it is for employment generation. By the way, it is going to address the income inequality in the society. And also when it comes to Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, it is going to address the gender inequality in the society. And also India has following certain gender budgeting concept also. We have a separate ministry for the women, Ministry of Women and Child Development. So that is the thing, you have to quote it. So by the way, the government is addressing the things related to the inclusive growth. At the same time, we are focusing on the sustainable growth. So this is the way you have to address this question. Okay, so which means both the thing will be go hand in hand, not a inclusive growth in the alone manner and the sustainable growth in the alone manner. It should be run in the hand in hand. It should be in a parallel manner. It is like a two wheels of the vehicle. So this is the thing you have to address it. So this is the flow you have to follow. Because it's a command type question, even though it is looking easy, if you are deviated from this topic means you can't get a good mark. The reason is it is somewhat tricky. It is saying about the inclusive growth and the sustainability in a both that have to run in the hand in hand manner. So you have to accept it and you have to acknowledge it through your answers. Okay, thank you.